Hey everyone, I'm Oliver from Addict Shooting and Tactical. Welcome back to another episode, and today we are going to be talking about different sights. Target sights, hunting sights, hybrids, single pins, multi-pins, the whole class. Let's get into it. First one that we're going to be discussing are your traditional multi-pins. The first multi-pin we're going to be talking about is your very basic 3-pin, very cheap or affordable type of multi-pin, generally in a plastic construction, only 3 pins, mostly for juniors or ladies, short distances, 20, 30, 40, 10, 15, 20 type of setup. And this type of sight is going to be Allen key based, so it's not toolless or micro adjust. Then the other type of fixed pins that we're going to be doing are your multi-pin, but 5 pins, where these pins are going to be for further shooting. You're going to be shooting 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. These sights only come with a sight light that you can put on, which will make the fiber optic light up and glow. This sight over here you can see is going to be toolless and micro adjust, so you can loosen it for your windage and elevation, and if you turn the knob it will click up and down, making it very easy to adjust this on the range because you don't need an Allen key or anything like that. So those are your 2 basic multi-pin sights. We're going to move over to something a little bit different in multi-pin with a longer extension. We're going to show you that one in a second. This is your longer extension based multi-pin, so it's got a dovetail extension, so you can get this sight further away on the bow or closer, so you can adjust it. You can take it off or if you're going to travel or put it in your case, so that one is a lot easier to do that with. And this sight in particular also is a micro adjustable sight. It's not toolless, so you still need an Allen key to adjust it, but it's microable. It's also got a wrap on the fiber here, more fiber optic to create more light and give you a much brighter pin at the end of the day. Next one we'll be discussing are single pin sights. Next we're going to move over to our single pins. On this single pin you can see this is our basic slider single pin sight. So it's got a little knob at the back that you loosen, and if you slide this arm up and down like so, you'll see that it'll lift the sight up and down. So the way this sight works is each line on the back is your distance, so setting for your distance, where on the multi-pin you'll have each pin set for a distance. On your single pin you'll have a tape on the back with your distances marked on, and when you move this lever to the next line, that'll be your distance. Some single pin sights are also toolless and micro adjustable, where this one is something that you'll need an Allen key to loosen and adjust. With the single pin sights, the only adjustment for windage would be to loosen the front and shift your sights left and right for your windage, where your elevation again is going to be adjusted at the back. That brings us to the next single pin, which is going to be a single pin sight with a dial. So to adjust this sight, instead of having a lever at the back, you got a dial. So if you turn this dial, it's going to lift the pin up and down. This single pin also is a type of single pin with a dovetail extension, which you can again take the sight completely off the bow or adjust how far you want it in or out on the bow. This sight also comes with a sight light, and it's also got a ring on the front which you can take off and put a lens on it. So for some kind of competition or someone with bad eyes that are going to be shooting hunting or that's going to be shooting targets, you're going to put a magnifying lens in it to increase your magnification. So not all sights are lens adaptable, but some of them do come with a ring that you can put a lens in it. This sight also has a wrap on it, so you're going to create a lot of light coming into your fiber, giving you a very bright pin. A lot of them are third, second and first axis adjustable, which means you can adjust your first axis, your second axis and your third axis to get that bubble exactly in the center. And then last we're going to be talking about our target sights. Now target sights are generally something that's going to be a little more flashy. It's not going to be toolless, it's going to be something that you can click very easy on the toggle range. So if you need to adjust for wind or something, it's just a turn of the knob that's going to adjust it very fine. You got a much longer slider on the side with a tape that you can stick on, that you can adjust quickly by just pressing a knob and sliding it up and down. So this one you're going to basically press a knob and slide it up and down like so. And it's going to give you also the knob to adjust your pin up and down. These bars are generally much longer to give you a much longer tape so you can shoot a lot further. On this target sight, you can see it's got a different type of housing, something with a lens and a dot rather than a pin. the bigger the dot, the easier it is, or the softer it is on the eye to aim at a certain target. So you don't see the movement as much, so you don't tax so mentally when you're shooting a lot of arrows in a long day on a competition. So that brings us to all the sights. Thanks everyone for joining us on yet another one of our episodes. If we haven't touched base on anything and you'd like us to do a segment on something, please leave it in the comments. And also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, hope we see you again on any one of our episodes. Keep well. Cheers.